This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked! Good morning, sir.
Good morning. It's actually morning.
Yes, and you're like ahead of schedule.
I was early.
Yeah, he wasn't on
But you
CP
were
time.
prepared.
I was.
I'm proud.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not going to
tried.
set the expectation that this is going to be the way every time, but I'm proud.
I'm trying to do a little
Listen,
bit.
I see the hustle. I see it. Yeah. I didn't say all that, but okay.
You're horrible. Do you have a Raptors quote for us today? I forgot.
Listen. So I listened to a little music on the way down.
See, perfect.
I found my new if somebody's like, hey, do you want to do something? And I don't want to do it. I found my new thing. It's Beyonce.
Okay.
It's on her new song, Pure Honey. Pure/Honey.
So is that on the album we referenced a couple episodes ago?
It is. I have not heard the rest of the album. I happened to pawn that song. And in the song, she says 4, 3, too fucking busy. I was like, oh my God, I need that. I need that in my life.
Horrible.
Well,
that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that's a good one, right? I thought that was good.
It is good.
You can use it if you're out there. Camera one. Hi. Good morning.
I ain't seen it in a while. It's weird. Not you, but not seeing each other consistently throughout the week.
Feels about the same.
Whatever.
I don't know why it's any different for you.
We're lonely at our building. Whew. That just sucks.
Tell me all about it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's real pitiful.
Months and months go by. Yeah. Tell me all about it.
That's real dry in that bitch. There's only like 3 people in the whole building.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't even see any of them. So I just know that they're there because their cars are in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You should come back.
Nah.
Not even a little bit.
No, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it too much.
How you like it?
I do like it.
I figured that much.
Yeah.
You working longer or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it feels.
Yeah, because you ain't got to get
It actually feels a little shorter.
Because you got to drive 12 hours a day, to and from.
Right. Listen, so we're trying something new.
Okay.
Right?
Me and you?
Currently.
Okay, what's new?
I don't know what the topic is.
Oh, yeah.
Normally, historically, right before we record, Michael goes, here's what's been on my mind. And I have 3 seconds to think of something to say. But today, he's going to just hit me with the topic. So, take it away. What's been on your mind?
Speaking of historically,
Oh,
what
good.
a coincidence. So you seen the post I put on my actual wall, right?
Listen, I'm just clicking through.
No, on the wall, not on the story.
I don't know what that means.
It's about how slave owners back in the day actually got reparations for.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
That
Is that
blew
not
my
crazy?
mind. Yes. So that's the question.
Oh, good.
Well, it's a blend.
Asking the Caucasian.
No, it's a blend. Do you think black people should get reparations? And what do you think about that blew my mind. I actually heard that on another podcast, and I thought it was bullshit, and I Googled it. It's true.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm going to quote what the actual act is. It's like it was passed in law, and normally I don't reference.
That's fine. We believe you.
Okay. White people got money.
That's crazy.
Yes. Once slavery, because you saw the post, but for y'all that don't know. So white slave owners once Emancipation Proclamation, isn't that when they did away with slavery? Make sure I'm not quoting it too far.
The Civil War started.
So when they did away with slavery.
The war that wasn't about slavery, quote unquote, but
Yes.
seemed completely to revolve around
slavery.
But wasn't about slavery.
Not even a little bit.
Too many things. There was so many things that were going on.
We needed this land that housed slaves. But,
Yeah.
But my question is, do you think black people should get, what are your thoughts about black reparation? And what do you think
Black
about
representation? It matters.
And what do you think about the fact that white slave owners actually got reparations before slaves did?
See, part of me, okay, so listen, I'm of 2 minds of this because
which one you want to tackle first?
Let's start with the bad one.
Okay.
So there is a part of me that's sort of like, okay, if I have a tractor
Yeah.
and you want my tractor.
Don't turn the channel. Just hear us out.
Hear me out.
Because I know where he's going.
So there's a part of me that's like, okay, I have a tractor
Right.
that I drive and that tractor does its job.
Right.
currently driving.
Right.
But you want the tractor to do the job elsewhere.
Yes.
You would pay me
for your equipment.
For the tractor.
Yes. Just bear with us.
So in that vein, I'm like, okay. It's still, you're talking, the problem with this particular thing is you're talking about human beings. You're talking about actual people that didn't really have a choice. In the tractor was built to be a tractor.
Yes.
It wasn't built to be anything other than a tractor.
Yes. So before you flip the channel.
That's a little different.
Yeah, at that time.
But I guess part of it is I sort of look at it like, I wonder if that was, you know how like when you're trying to make a deal with somebody and you're like, let me sweeten the pot.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's one of those,
Yeah.
like looking back in history, I wonder if at the time they were like,
we got to give them something.
These bitches ain't gonna give up these slaves without something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, fine, here. You're welcome. But I mean, I don't know what, like, that was like at the time.
Yeah.
But fast forward to now 2022.
That just sounds fucked up.
But fast forward now to 2022, part of me is like, what would reparations look like? Like, I'm all for it.
For slave owners or?
For people of POCs.
Black people.
I'm sort of like, I'm down.
Okay.
What would it look like?
Well, before we go to that.
Okay.
I ain't cleaning up shit because I know what you're trying to say. When they gave white people reparations, it was like you did a great analogy, which is I'd suck at them. But at the time, unfortunately, we were property. And so
technically,
yes, even though it's not right, obviously.
Yeah.
But so my understanding, and pretty much you understand it the way I understood it, if the government basically says, we're taking your property.
Yeah.
I'm using that loosely.
Yeah.
Air quotes. We are going to compensate you for this property that we're taking.
Yeah.
And
even, what's that called where the government can come in and be like, we're just going to take your house and we're putting in.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
I can't think of the name.
It's like when they say we're going to take like this much of your front yard and put a road right here.
But they pay.
Yeah,
they pay.
I forgot what it's called, but I ain't talking about.
Reparations. Oh my God. Sorry.
Reparations.
That word is kind of
fucked up.
It is a fucked up word.
In this context, it is. Because they were righting a wrong of taking their property.
Yeah.
Air quotes. I hope people looking and not listening.
We just have to make sure we continue to say air quotes out loud.
But yes.
For the listeners.
Yes. So they were setting right what they felt was wronging the slave owner. Obviously,
there's a lot of legal terminology when it comes to
it was a whole
like
act.
That.
It wasn't just
to make whole again.
Yeah, it wasn't just here goes some money. But I did the math, and I looked up some stats this morning before you got here because I didn't want to completely talk out of my ass. According to several websites,
look at you.
I know.
What's going on today?
This is one of the times I didn't want to just be, just completely out of
willy-nilly.
Yeah,
just throwing shit around. See what sticks.
Oh, we still gonna throw shit at the wall.
Well,
just a little less shit.
Well,
But it did say that on average, I couldn't quite get a really good number, but it said between 1% to 5% of the population at the time owned slaves. I don't know if that number's accurate because it said there was like 18 free states and I think 15 southern states or whatever. Something around that number. At the time, we didn't have all 50 at the time.
18 free states and 15 southern states.
That's what they call them on the internet.
I'm just saying free and not free.
Yeah. I'm trying
free
to live
in
in the
Southern.
free. Yeah. Southern. So good that we don't live there. But so then they said on average, each slave owner, the majority, it was around 45 to 50% of slave owners owned between 20 to 30 slaves.
Because
not everybody had.
I think sometimes we think of this idea of slavery now.
Yeah. Because we weren't there.
Because none of us were there. Yeah. You had to still have money.
Yeah. If you weren't a free man, you couldn't have slaves.
Living in the double wide with your two slaves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you were living on the plantation.
Right. You were treated better because you're white, but
Correct.
But your
double wide was nicer than the slave double wide.
Yes, which was not a double wide.
Which was a single wide.
Yeah. One room. But it also, and it said that, I think it said 300. If you don't know, go look at my page. It's on there. It said they were giving $300 per.
They're already looking at your page.
But
no
for
information
this time, it was around $300 per slave, which is the equivalent of about $9,000 today, which is terrible. A human being then or now, it should be worth a tad bit more than $300 or $9,000 in today's time. But if you do the math of $9,000 on average between 20 and 30,000 people, 20 and 30 slaves, that's a good little chunk of change right there. Now, I didn't do that.
Yeah. I would love to know. This is so weird. I would love to know, like.
What, you want your water? Where's your water?
How much did you buy the person for?
Oh.
Because if you bought the person for $300 and you got $300.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound reparation-y.
I don't give a shit.
But I mean, if you paid $150 and you got $300,
yes,
you made your money back.
You probably still made your money because I'm sure that you didn't buy your slaves the day before slavery ended. You know what I mean? So you still got your money.
You never know. They might have heard insider trading. They may have heard something was coming down the pipe.
We're gonna get them on the
get
high.
10 more.
Buy them for the low, sell them high. You know what I mean? This is such a fucked up topic. I don't even know why I brought it up, but it was on my mind.
Don't sell them high.
Yeah, I mean, hey, buy low, sell high.
Yeah, business.
But
you're welcome.
I don't know. So based on just semantics and all of them good fake big words, I do get the reparation. I know, but people they don't know the real words still have meaning, whether people want to change them or not. So it's still fucked up because we live in today's time. Slave owners got money for giving their slaves back or letting them be human again.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I
wonder if people thought that at the time.
Probably not. It's like, we helping them out. This is, like you said, tit for tat.
Yeah.
Slavery, tit for tat. That'd be that was maybe.
Oh God.
But on the other side,
it won't be. Don't worry.
No,
this is too early in the episode for us to have an actual title.
We probably 85. We're 12 minutes in. But, so now on the other side of the coin, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Oh, good.
Great
again,
Caucasian man. What do you think of reparations for actual people that are descendants of slaves?
I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see, like, what would that be? Because I don't know, like, there was the whole like 40 acres and a mule. I don't know if you could really do that now.
There ain't no land to give away.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to take from somebody else who's bought it.
Right.
Like, maybe inherited.
Yeah, I was about to say inherited. I mean,
maybe
y'all
inherited.
got that slave land out there.
Well, I mean, Only is a great example. His family has.
They got a bunch of land.
I mean, more land than I have ever seen in my life. Like,
even compared to where your people live?
Like 25 times more land than where I'm at.
Damn.
Which, listen, it's
not. No, but that's still a lot of land. Especially for some black folks.
But
think they got their 40?
Oh, it's more than 40.
Damn. So they got a little bit
like
extra.
300, 400 acres.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah. It's a lot. I mean, it's not, keep in mind, it's not one person has that.
Right.
Like,
but that's still
many
lot of
people
land.
have that. They're all in the same
So their family got their 40 acres plus up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
But I mean, it couldn't really be land.
Right, because
at
least
reparation.
In the United States, it's all owned, yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that just leaves money.
Yeah, I've heard other forms that would be suggested, like, I was watching.
But here's the crazy part. So let's say you pay your taxes, and they're like, we're going to use the tax money.
I done paid myself reparations.
You paid your own reparations.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe give all black people 5 years of tax-free life.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I'm just I'm just like throwing something at the wall. Right. Like, the money has to come from somewhere.
It is going to come from
and it's
all
of the United
States.
Of us.
Yes. Because whether we want,
which is fine, but it's still
I put in on my reparations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it. I put in on my reparations. I will remember that one.
We'll see.
But,
We'll see.
No,
Still a little early.
I've heard a couple different ideas, and I don't have the answer. Neither one of us do. But we just Here goes the throwing shit at the wall part. So I've heard of one idea was to give all black people free college, free 4 years of college.
Okay.
Which I get that, but not everybody's going to go to college. And if you don't go, no, I mean, some people that's not for them.
No, my thought was, I mean, not everybody's cut out for college in general.
Yeah, that's not a
no
race
matter
thing.
the color of your skin.
Yes.
But it's like, what if they're like, here's 4 years of college and you fail the whole time?
Yes. Or you don't go, then have you been repaired? Have you been reparated?
Yeah. Reparated.
I don't even know if that's a word. Whatever. Is that a word?
Us making up words?
No, that's definitely made up.
You making up words? Never.
I want to be reparated. But then my other
Reparators! Stand up.
But the other this is the fucked up thought I've had about this all week. What do you do with people? How do you say you qualify? You get reparations. What if I'm not 50-50 mixed? I'm somewhere blended, but whatever. If say I have a white parent and a black parent, and I'm literally 50-50, do I get half the reparations? Because back in the day, one drop, you was Negro.
I think one drop.
But then what if you're a white person who has
it's sort of like the casino for Native Americans. Yeah. I didn't say that correctly. Native Americans. I think it's 1/16.
Black people or Native American?
Native American. If you're 1/16, then you
but you got to be able to
get in on the pie.
If I look black, I probably don't really have to show my papers, my free papers. Eyes free, you know what I'm saying? I think in 2022, I'm about right. Just show up with my melanin, I'm good. You know
I think it's a little easier. I think it's a little easier to tell because for the Native Americans, like there's people who are like
look like white
half
people.
Native Americans and look like Swedish people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like blonde hair, blue eyes, and you're like, what? Are you really
There's also
Native
black
American?
people who have Native American in them. I got a little bit in me, you know what I mean? But I don't look Native American. I mean, I got a splash. I mean, I'm probably not. My great grandfather was Native American, so that might make me.
Sorry, I don't know. Something about I got a little bit in me was so funny.
I mean, that's what she said.
Hopefully, not just a little bit.
Depends on the mood, I guess. How the mood strikes her. But did I just do the Gabby shimmy?
You sure did.
Hello.
You sure did, and it was caught on camera.
But that's the other thing. So, do you say, "Hey, you're half black"? So you only get half the reparations, whatever they may be? Or do you...
Is it bad that I kind of hope so? I think that would be so funny.
We got to learn them.
So funny. You show up and they're like, Mom, Wanda, honey, you're only getting half.
Your dad is Tyrone, your mother's Becky. You get half.
Right.
Then what? See what I'm saying? So
then you're half repaired.
Yeah, that's not fair. But
life's not fair.
Yeah, fair is where you slaughter pigs and eat hot dogs. So
a
fair is where you eat hot dogs and slaughter pig.
Is that a saying?
Yeah. You never heard that?
Yeah.
It went over. It's cool. No worries. No worries.
You eat what you kill, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when you go to the fair, they judge pigs, they slaughter them, you eat hot dog, they have hot dog eating contests and shit like that.
Not at any of the fairs that I've been to. Maybe I just... Charlotte's Web? That's some pig. What if you went to a breakfast place and you walked by and somebody had bacon and it looked good and you were like, that's some pig.
That would be
and then just walked away.
They'd probably be like, "Sure is."
So country and black.
Yeah.
That accent gave me a little country black.
Is. Yeah, that's a little. That's the other thing though. What if your family lived in the North like us and then you never were? Well, all of us at least started as slaves.
Okay.
No, you never were.
Oh, were
enslaved. But then we all came over here as slaves. But I'm just saying.
But isn't there like field and house?
I'd be in the house.
Like if your relative was a house,
you get a lower percentage. See what I'm saying? Do you get a lower percentage?
What if there was like a spreadsheet and they were like, all right, question 1.
Are you lighter or darker than this brown paper bag?
Oh my God. Did I tell you about the brown paper bag test, how I learned about it?
You said macaroni and cheese, right?
No. Oh.
Oh.
So when I was in college, one of my Chocolate Swirl, his friend, Island. She's from the Virgin Islands.
Oh, okay. It's like, what?
We'll just call her Island.
Was she Black Virgin Island or?
Black.
Okay.
And love her.
Did she have the accent?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's just sexy. I like that. It's cool, too. My uncle has it.
I don't know if it was sexy.
I think it is.
I don't know if hers was
her little strong accent with a little
all of
strong.
them. I don't know if that's quite sexy.
It was strong. Yeah,
like for whatever reason, it may just be because it's Rihanna. When she says, you know, it sounds sexy. Whereas like just your average Virgin Islander speaking out loud or yelling at their child, less sexy.
Yeah, my uncle, he's from St. Croix. When he get real drunk, it's super strong. You're like, I don't know what you're saying, but you just nod your head.
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Insightful.
So your brown paper bag test mine.
So anyway, so she wanted to be in this sorority.
Oh.
And she was talking about these two different sororities. And she said, well, I can be in both because I passed the brown paper bag test.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, because you brought alcohol? Like in the white community,
not a wino, sir.
Whatever, lack of community. For white people, brown paper bag means there's alcohol in it and you're trying to hide it.
Even though we all know what it is.
Your alcoholism.
Yeah. Black people, red Solo cup. And also college kids, red Solo cup. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so she's talking about this brown paper bag and I'm like, wow, drunk? Like you're bringing alcohol? And so I finally said, what are you talking? Like, I don't understand. And she goes, yeah, they hold it up to your skin.
The sorority? Damn.
They literally, you stand in a line and they hold the bag beside your face.
As fuck.
And you either are lighter than the bag and you get to come in, or you're darker than the bag and you got to go. That blew that still to this day blows my mind.
Really?
And that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, but see, that's fucked up. They probably still do that shit too, but a little bit on the low. But see.
Oh, they still do it.
But
they just don't hold the bag up like they used to.
They hold it to your picture.
Yeah.
She had good lighting. I don't think she passes.
Yeah. I think just they eyeball it.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. Nah.
Or they stand her beside. They found a girl that was like right on the paper bag.
Everybody darker.
And they're like, all right, stand beside.
Take us out,
Jessica. Jessica, come here. We've got new members. Everybody hug Jessica. And they're like looking.
Everybody in the pit that's darker than her don't get in.
That's right.
That's terrible.
That's crazy. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm black. So I kind of heard of that a long time ago.
But that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. There's no white paper. There's no piece of paper test. If you're darker than a piece of paper, you can't get in.
Because most white people are about the same complexion, except for the ones who are like really, really pale or really, really tan. But y'all kind of float around the same color.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, I know. But on average,
like,
y'all are.
My arm is darker than your arm.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yeah, because you be outside. You be outside. You be walking Buster and playing pickleball for 10 hours straight. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to the gym for an hour or two and I'm going to fuck home.
30 minutes.
Nah.
30 minutes. 30 minutes is plenty of time.
Well, I mean, it depends on what I'm doing that day. But fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, I seen Lil Bro in real life.
Wow.
I seen him yesterday. Speaking of the gym, that's what made me think of. We went to the gym yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he hit me up. I got off work at 3:30 yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And he randomly hit me up. Yo, what you doing? I said, shit, just walked in the house. I'm debating on going to get my kids or sit around and be lazy for a couple hours. He was like, yo, you trying to go to the gym? I was like, absolutely. Went to the gym.
Well, nice.
Yeah, we got to catch up and shit. It was good. He exists in real life. I think he called me because his Cowboys kicked my Commanders' asses. So that probably was part of it. But we met up in real life. It was nice.
Did he say something about it?
Nah, he
You're just assuming.
Yeah. You gotta gloat a little bit. Because if we had
Did he gloat?
Nah, he ain't gloat.
Okay.
He gloated the Sunday evening when we lost. I thought he was going to gloat more in person. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked.
Okay.
So, yeah, the paper bag test is pretty fucked up.
I think it blows my mind because there's no equivalent.
For white people?
I don't think there's an equivalent for Hispanic people, Latinx people. Like, Asian people. I don't think there's an equivalent in any other group of people.
No, but the Latin community does experience discrimination based on light and dark. Even though historically they all technically originate from Spain, but the lighter skinned Hispanic people, from what I understand, don't quote me. From what I understand, are more directly. They haven't mixed as much as the darker skinned Hispanic people that have more. They move like to Mexico and like more southern, hotter areas, which in turn you get more sun, you get more tan, you get more melanin. Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you got reparations, if you
A lot of ifs there.
if was a fifth, we all be drunk.
Oh my God.
But if you got reparations, sir,
For what?
no,
Being Caucasian.
No, let me rephrase it. What do you think, besides free college, what would even be a good idea for reparations? That would kind of.
Well, I mean, the sad part is, I think it would be money would be because I'm trying to think of something that would.
Yeah.
I was going to say benefit all, but there are a lot of very wealthy Black people that
they don't give a shit. Yeah.
They wouldn't benefit them.
Yeah, if you gave I mean, just hypothetically, if the amount was, I don't know, because the big thing that brought reparations back to the forefront before I decided to bring it up today, but because they gave out all those checks for COVID, like multiple checks, people, because a long time ago, people would say, well, the government ain't got the money to just be giving out. And then when they gave out all these COVID checks, people was like, interesting.
Yeah.
So you do got money.
But we paid for that.
Yeah, it came out. It's come out of our taxes.
Right. Which again,
reparations would come out of
tax money, and Black people pay taxes.
Yes.
Therefore, you're paying your own reparations.
And I'm sure they don't have a spreadsheet that says all these Black people paid this month in taxes.
Right.
We won't take from them.
Right.
Take only everybody else.
Which is part of the reason why I'm sort of like, well, maybe 5. I'm just coming up with a number. Maybe 5 tax-free years.
What if those?
There you go. 5 tax-free years. You don't have to pay taxes. Your paycheck doesn't. No taxes are taken out of your paycheck. You don't owe any money at the end of the year.
Yeah, but I mean, how much do people really pay in taxes? It's not hundreds of thousands.
Well, I mean,
the average person.
Well, I mean, you think like, well, let's say $300 per person.
Oh, I was like, a year? What the fuck?
Listen, $300 per person, back in the day.
Uh-huh. Which is still a horrid amount.
So 300 times 20. That's
600?
what, 60,000?
Wait, 6,000?
6,000. Thank you.
300 times 20. Yeah,
so 6,000.
That ain't no damn money.
Well, so you think, okay, if somebody is a W-2 and their taxes are taken out every paycheck, it's probably $6,000 to $8,000 a year, depending on how much money you make. Let's say 10,000. Let's just say even 10,000.
That's only 50 grand.
Well, you've saved 10,000. That $10,000 didn't go to the government. It stayed with you, the person.
Okay.
Doesn't that seem...
That ain't enough, though. I need more than 50,000, player. Well, not me, because I wasn't a slave, but I got ancestors that was a slave. That 50,000 ain't.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking
the concept
about...
of it, yeah.
Like, reparations really should have happened...
Long time ago.
Then.
Yeah.
To the actual people.
Right, yeah. I don't feel like I'm entitled to reparations anyway, because I've never been nobody's slave.
But I mean, you think like, let's say you make, I don't know, let's say it would be $30,000 a year that you save in taxes. It depends on the person.
Yeah.
Like, and it's sort of one of those things where each person, it's sort of personalized because it's your taxes.
Right. And depending on how much you make is how much you pay out.
Yeah.
That's true. See, I don't know what reparations would be. And that's kind of again, I'm not sitting around politicking with people who can actually make it happen. But the concept of it to me is just, it is something to think about, but what do you do to make it right? And I don't give a shit if you give away $5 million to every Black person in America. Somebody gonna be like, that ain't enough. See what I'm saying?
You were a perfect example.
Well, I said I don't deserve, I wasn't enslaved. So
earlier in my example, you were like, that ain't enough. I need more money.
50,000 over a span of 5 years, that ain't shit. I make more than that per year, but I'm broke.
I would take 50,000 in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but they're not directly giving it to you. They're just not taking it from you.
Because if they take it from you and then give it back to you, it's your money.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not, I guess, I do think that the Black community, I'm not speaking for all of them, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think that if you handed the Black community 50, a lump sum, and it's only 50 grand, they would be like, this ain't shit. Only because I think I could be wrong. Conceptually, I think black people do I think a lot of black people want the financial equivalent of 40 acres. Maybe not a mule. They might take a Porsche or a Mustang. You know, that's a horse. But
I mean, depending on where you live.
That's a shitload or it's nothing.
About 50,000. Depending on where you live.
Each acre or collective?
For the 40 acre.
No, it's more than that now.
Currently in 2022.
Oh, it's a shitload of money now.
But,
you're talking about back then.
That's inflation. I'm talking about last year. I know people that bought 30 acres for 15,000, 20,000, 30,000.
Damn,
I mean,
what am I doing in my life? I need to get this.
But I mean, it just depends on where. I'm not saying that it's harvestable land or, you know,
it's not a Malibu.
Land.
Yeah, it's not a Malibu.
Yeah, it's not downtown big city.
Right. Yeah, that's the catch too, though. If you do it, what do you base it on? Do you base it on Malibu beach property land value, or do you base it on the marshes of Alabama? Then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Then it ain't worth nowhere near as much. Yeah. So would you do an average across the country and then go multiply it times 40? Here you go.
I mean, I guess you could. Here's my thing: we're already billions in debt. Why not billions more?
I mean, my thing is on top of that. Why not? We in debt, but ain't nobody coming to get the shit.
Well, true.
See what I'm saying? But then the other thing is, if you print all this money out, then it ain't really worth as much. Like they gave all these COVID checks out, and then gas went up to like $30 a gallon. So
and they took it back.
Yes, we paid it back.
We gave it back to the gas company and Amazon, the oil company.
Yes, Amazon and gas companies made a killing over the pandemic. I'm not saying it's over, but it's much more under control than the peak. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So
big
I mean,
business.
Yeah, but then
another big win for big business.
Pretty much. We just made the rich keep being rich.
Yeah.
If not richer. Especially Jeff Bezos.
We're very good at it.
Of course we are. But then the other thing.
Decades, millennia of practice.
I mean, but also, the black community is the biggest consumer of goods, even though we're at the bottom financially, collectively. Not every black person is poor. I'm just saying, if you do, because somebody will be like, well, I ain't poor. I'm not saying all black people are poor. If you do the percentages, black people spend the most. We spend the most on goods.
Okay.
But we collectively, on average, earn the least amount of money. And that blows my mind. See what I'm saying? So we're able to spend so much in the market and make other brands and companies continue being rich, but we earn less than the average person in America. Not the entire America, but we earn less than our white counterparts on average per capita. So to me, if we got lump sums, would we use it? I ain't even trying to lie. You hand me, say they go $250,000 to every black person. Well, I ain't gonna fuck it up. I'll probably buy a house and be done with it. But the average person ain't never had $250,000 handed to them. Is it really gonna be spent wisely? I'm just treading on thin ice.
Reparations.
Hey,
do with it what you will.
Hey, wipe your ass with it or invest it. All I'm saying is, I still will take it though. If you go give it to me, I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna be like, huh? I wasn't enslaved personally.
Yeah.
Take it back. I'm gonna take it now. Please believe.
What if you had to pay it back?
The fuck you mean pay it back? That ain't reparations.
But you know what I'm saying? What if you had to pay it back?
Pay it back in what form? Like, what do you mean?
Taxes.
$250,000?
Well, let's say whatever that is, $10 billion.
That's a shitload of. But yeah, go ahead. Whatever the math is.
I'm just making up a number.
Yeah, somebody's like,
let's
that
say
ain't it.
To give every black person such and such amount of money, it cost $20 billion. Okay. Well, we've already got COVID money, and we saw where COVID money is going.
Back into the government, back into the economy, yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Where do you think the reparations money is going to go?
Back into the economy, on average, most people.
Uh-huh. Would you still consider it reparations?
I would, because I'm going to buy a house, but not everybody's going to go buy a house.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or you could do you never watched the Chappelle Show back in the day, did you?
I saw like maybe one.
They had one.
I didn't really have cable like that.
Well, they did an episode where black people got reparations. That was one of the skits. And basically, Escalade became like the number one, Cadillac became the number one car dealer in America. And a black dude became a billionaire in a dice game because they were betting their reparation check.
Oh, gosh.
Yo, man, it's a funny ass episode. It's funny as hell. But yeah, I mean, obviously he was being funny, but some of that would be kind of true.
Truthful.
It is. You think about it.
There's a lot of truth in it.
Yes. I mean, that's just poor people in general, not just black people. If you gave all the poor people $1 million in America, they're not going to be rich for extended. Most of them are not going to remain rich forever.
Right.
Because it's just like lottery winners. They're not all black people and they're not all poor, but most lottery winners blow all that money within like 10 years.
I think it's less than that.
I think so too. I just was being generous.
You were being nice. I think it's like in 2 years.
Yeah, it's 2 to 3 years in real life, but I'm going to be nice. 5 to...
We'll say 5.
We fight.
Average of 5.
Yeah, so just imagine, and again, I'm not saying all black people are poor. If you just give poor people money, it's not going to bring everybody out of poverty. They go get ball on these, they get to stun on these bitches for maybe a year or two, and then they...
Yeah. Well, but see, okay, I'll use your example of buying a house. Mm-hmm. Let's say that it's $500,000.
Okay.
And so you buy a very nice house, $500,000. Yeah. Well, you now have a $500,000 house. Can you maintain it?
Exactly. Can I pay the mortgage on a $500,000 house?
Well, let's say you paid it off. It's yours.
Oh, say I got
you don't
reparations
have
of $500 and
yeah. And they're like, this house is $499,
and I got $500,
$999,
yeah. Taxes included.
Whatever.
Yeah.
$499,000,
whatever,
$999.
Yeah.
So you came out exactly dead on.
Yeah.
Had $1.
Yeah.
Well, there's property taxes.
Yeah. Especially on a $500,000 house.
Yeah. Which is going to be a lot.
Yeah, property tax on my truck is kicking my ass every year. So I can imagine on a $500,000 house.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you have property taxes. Yeah. You also have maintenance because it's now yours. You can't call the landlord and be like, I need you to fix this.
My water heater broke. That's a big ass water heater in that house.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they break.
Yeah.
Roof, walls, furniture. Having a couch.
Yeah.
Having a bed.
You got to furnish that bitch just because you bought it. I mean, you don't have to. You can sleep on the floor if you really don't give a fuck. But I'm not sleeping on the floor.
You could. Yeah. But I mean, I don't think people realize like when you buy the house, that's just one step.
You got the shell.
Then you got to live in the house.
Yeah. See, me, I'm not, if I got $500,000 in reparations, I'm going to spend $250, $300 on a house.
Okay.
And then I got some money to put back.
Okay.
But what if they did this though? This is, again, we just speculating and talking shit. But in a perfect world, what if to get your reparations, they made you sit through a financial class for a week? Or even just a weekend. Say you work a 9 to 5.
So you think part of reparations is a forced training?
You got to get. You wouldn't sit through an all-day class to get $500,000 labor.
Part of your reparations is forced labor.
No, forced class. You have to learn
slavery.
I would do it
to get your reparations. You got to live through slavery for a week.
No, go to a class that teaches you about financial.
You're forced to go to a class.
You wouldn't do it.
Take note. I'm just saying, forced.
Conceptually, that sounds fucked up.
What's funny is from the forced labor, we're going to do some more forced labor.
Now we're going to force your ass to get this money.
And here's some money.
Somebody would take that and say the same shit you say. Oh, so we slaves again for a week?
Listen,
what if it's just a Saturday and you had to sit through, say, an 8-hour class of
my Saturday?
Wisdom. My Saturday.
This is supposed to be reparations.
I would take the class, even if they didn't require it. I would do that just to kind of not fuck it up. For real. Yeah. But people would sit there and be asleep and be like, fuck this class. And
snoring.
Where my check?
Snoring. When we get the money.
Just like you said, where my money? Where we get the money?
Yeah.
Where my check, bitch?
You got my check? You hold my check hostage? Give me that check.
Just like that. I'd be like, hey, I'm trying to get this 500 or whatever it is. Now, if it's like 10
Cecil.
grand,
I feel like it would be Cecil.
It would be Bernard.
No.
He'd be
Cecil.
in the back. I'm tired of this shit.
Bernard wouldn't even show up.
Nah, he'll show up. He'd be like, put my name
He'd
on
be
the
knocking
roster
on
and
the
leave
door.
out and be like, when class in, I'll
Hey.
be back.
Genevieve.
Put my name down. I'll be back in a little bit.
Let me write my name on there. I
I'm
ain't
gonna roll
gonna stay,
something
though.
up. Yeah, I'm gonna roll something up. Let me get my check. I'm just saying, motherfucker want to get offended. It is what it is. But it just would be a lot of shit.
Listen, there'd be a lot of white people who do the same thing.
Exactly. But we just currently talk about black people.
Reparations.
Everybody gets these jokes. We don't discriminate on the jokes.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, I think that would be good. They make NBA players take them. Well, there's a whole other ballpark. They're like this. You remember?
Here's my thing.
Mhm.
Does LeBron James get reparations too?
That'd be fucked up.
With his millions
he's
and
a
millions of
billionaire.
dollars?
With a B.
Excuse me, billions of
Yes,
dollars.
billions. I mean, Oprah gonna get it. She's worth
Does
several
Oprah
billions.
get
I
reparations?
mean, she'll probably give hers back. But that's, you get a check, you get a check.
I just wondered. She might have invested in O Network.
I mean, I don't know if it's doing good or not, but is O Network
It's
good?
doing just fine.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
watch it. I
I mean, it's still there.
because it's her show, but it's like Tyler Perry shows is on there too, right?
I don't think the Oprah show is on there.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I don't
It didn't
know.
used to be.
Oh.
OWN.
Yeah, I know
Oprah
it is. It's
Winfrey
just
Network.
yeah. That's fly.
Bye-bye.
That's fly as hell though.
Yeah.
He got a channel.
She get reparations. Beyonce get reparations.
Yeah,
Nicki.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go.
That's weird though. It's not
Yeah.
weird because they're entitled to it.
What's happening?
That's the doorbell, the ring. Let me go check.
Sure.
I feel weird.
Live on location.
Hold
we
on
have
just a
we have a visitor. Wonder who it'll be. They're coming for the check. Okay.
Whatever. Fancy schmancy.
I hope they didn't put shit in a bag and light it on fire and ring the
It's
doorbell.
on fire like a motherfucker right now. Because I'm not stomping it out.
Yeah.
I poured this water on there. I ain't got no beer today. It's too early to drink a beer. I gotta wait till we go eat. Maybe next week's episode. I'll be back drinking a beer. But yeah, see, that's the other thing. They're entitled to it just because they have made better life choices than I have. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Why
see
not?
what I'm saying? So I'm not saying they shouldn't get them.
Reparations for everybody.
Reverend for everybody. I mean, white people got it.
They sure did. 1%.
Yeah.
They sure did.
Whatever, 1 to 5%. But that's crazy.
You know what's weird?
Huh.
Sometimes I know this is bad.
We always bad.
Sometimes I see somebody
Uh-huh.
when I drive by the trailer park and I'm like, damn, you really fucked up.
Yeah.
To be white in this country and you still are in that trash pile, you got to try to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all got a little head start.
Like when I see a black person down on their luck, I'm like, girl,
yeah, if only you were white.
keep the spirit, girl, keep the spirit. But when I see a white person, I'm like, damn, what did your family do? Who did they piss
Bad
off?
life choices.
Who did they piss off?
I don't know, but it was the wrong person. Might have been the right person.
Maybe. But sometimes I'm like, God, ugh.
Yeah, because I mean, at least, even if you're an idiot, at least when you walk into the interview, y'all look alike on average.
Yeah.
I walk in and they're like, oh, because my name gets, and they be like,
I think Chappelle probably puts a little. If they've ever heard of the Chappelle
No, there was
show,
a white kid. There was a white kid that went to middle school with me. His name was Michael Chappelle, but he was in the grade behind me. Yeah, he was because they would say, over the intercom.
was he a junior?
Nah, I don't know if he was a junior.
I wonder if that's a thing. Is that still a thing? Do
What?
people still junior
What you mean, like
like
say
name
it?
their children junior?
I think so.
I just wondered.
I mean, yeah, mine's the third. So
Well, that's true.
yeah, I
If
think
you're
they still
already a
do.
junior.
Yeah, because they've been talking about LeBron's son, LeBron James Jr. They call him Bronny. Yeah, he's junior. I mean, he's of our generation though too.
They picked Bronny.
No, LeBron, the son picked his own nickname to kind of differentiate, but you're LeBron James'
And
son.
he picked Bronny?
Brawny. It's not spelled that way. It's Bronny, not Brawn.
Yeah.
I mean,
What'd you say?
well,
How did you spell Bronny?
I said it's Bronny, not Brawn, like muscles, brawn, or is it Braun? No, it's Brawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Braun.
Yeah.
Bron.
Bronny.
I mean, LeBron is an ugly name in general, but
What about Braun?
He did, but he's little.
Or James. Jay.
That's his last name. Nobody goes by their last name.
Junior. Listen, all the ones that I just said are better than Brawny.
I mean, fair enough.
Just saying. No offense, Brawny. All the ones that I picked were better than Brawny.
Is not the greatest name in the world either. If he wasn't famous, nobody would be like, that was a pretty name. Beyonce is not a pretty name. She's just famous.
Or Leb.
Or knee.
There's no knee.
Oh, that's true. Nuh.
Huh?
We call him Nuh. Or Ron.
Yeah.
No B.
Junior James.
Used to James Jr. They're all terrible. It's just an ugly name.
Listen, so far, all the ones that we've come up with, better than Brawny.
Either way. Beyonce's an ugly name. LeBron is an ugly name. Rihanna's actually pretty. I like that name.
I don't think Beyonce's an ugly name.
It's not. If you met a little, if Beyonce the celebrity did not exist, and you seen that on a resume, you'd be like, Bae.
Bae once. Be once.
Yeah.
Arangelo. Lamangelo.
I'm just saying. People don't want to admit that shit, but it's an ugly name. Rihanna rolls off a little smooth. Rihanna's pretty. Because it sounds feminine.
Did you know it's Rihanna?
Is it?
I think so.
We just Americanized it and said Rihanna?
I think in multiple interviews she said, yes, Rihanna.
Really?
And we are like, Rihanna.
Well, you know,
we don't give a shit in the United States.
Rihanna. I can't call her Rihanna. That sounds country as hell.
Rihanna.
That's country and white. Rihanna.
Yeah, because she's from...
I know, she's from the islands. But it probably sounds different with the accent, too.
Rihanna.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I like Rihanna. But I think it's because of...
But you know who... Jay-Z says in Umbrella, Rihanna, where you at?
Yeah.
And I don't think that's right.
She ain't say shit. She was just...
Listen, she was like, I got a record deal.
I'm right here. Well, yeah,
go ahead, Jay-Z.
Right
go ahead. Who? Yeah, right here.
Right here. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
We in this bitch today.
Absolutely. He said, Rihanna, where you at? I'm right here. I'm right here, Mr. Carter.
She said, that's completely fine. Then she turned around and did an interview and she goes, it's Rihanna.
Well, I mean, you'd probably get tired of people mispronouncing your name, but it's still Rihanna.
Well, I mean, it's in her biggest hit ever, I think. Umbrella, I think, is
probably one of her biggest.
I think it's still her biggest hit.
Is it? No, she got some now that because she
has
over.
other hits.
Oh, but
I think Umbrella still did the best of all of her songs. I mean, I'd have to look it up to make sure. But
she got a million hits. So. Oh, she's doing the Superbowl this season?
I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
Did you hear about
Rihanna? Where you at?
At the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I saw one meme that was like, it was somebody reading a book and it said Rihanna relearning her lyrics.
She ain't put an album out in like 5 years?
It's been so long. Yeah.
I mean, she could go up there and lip sync and still kill it.
She could just show up.
Pretty much. Dance a little bit, do that.
She's not a dancer, but
she's rhythmic.
She could walk.
Yeah.
Walk in step with the music.
I will watch attentively.
Maybe do a little handography.
Yeah.
Throw a little hair around.
She can dance a little bit. No, she's not a Beyonce in terms of performing. Yeah. But she can dance. She has rhythm. I'll put that. Okay. But she's not a big choreographer. That's not even, her videos don't really have choreography. It's more of a gyration on beat.
Where Have You Been has choreography. It's okay.
What song is Where Have You Been? Where Have You Been? That song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I ain't never seen that video.
Cause I never see you.
I know something you're talking about. I just don't really care for
Are you hiding from me? Yeah.
We got 2 Raptors coats
somewhere today. In the crowd.
That's one of her crossover joints. I'm good.
What?
Or commercial, not crossover. It's very commercial. Is it? I feel like I've seen it on a commercial. That's how commercial it sounds. No? It'd be fun. Oh, so what'd you say?
I'm pretty sure it's from her like soul album where she was like, I'm from the islands. Don't forget it.
She reminds us every album and she does great at it.
Yeah.
But did you hear about some people like, I thought you wasn't going to do the Super Bowl because Kaepernick, blah, blah, blah. Kaepernick got a settlement. He got a check. She can do the Super Bowl. Did you hear about that? I know you don't give a fuck.
Here's the thing. Sometimes you say something and I go, God, I would hate to be in that mess.
Oh, I didn't participate.
There was something, I was listening to something and they were talking about some white girl on TikTok, she has like a really popular song right now on TikTok, and a black artist
Covered it.
like took the chorus of the white rapper's song and did her own TikTok song with that as the chorus. Yeah. And people are like, why are you platforming white girl rappers? Why didn't you platform all these black girl? And I'm like,
maybe she just liked the song.
She just did a TikTok. And it was the most popular song at the time that she did. Yeah,
most people
TikTok.
Put the most current popular song in the
What the hell are
you
talking about? But because she's black, she can't get away. You can't win.
Right.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
White people, we just go, whatever.
Pretty much.
Okay. Don't listen. Whatever.
I got a question for you. So should she not do the Super Bowl? Because she stands with Cap.
Why would you not do the Super Bowl?
He got his check, so he's been compensated.
Who the fuck cares? Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Who cares?
I would do the Super Bowl. I'm just being honest with you.
Beyonce did it?
But that was before the whole Kaepernick thing.
Beyonce did it.
And she still represented the black community. She had on the Black
Panthers.
That shit was fire. She did really good. It was is the name of the album Formation? Or is it just, okay, yeah, that's the album she did. She killed it. Last year was good too, though.
Well, her solo, she did Formation to help Bruno Mars when he did the Super Bowl.
Is that the
he
one
couldn't
she
have
had
done it
all
by
black?
himself? Yeah.
Well, that ain't his song either.
He couldn't do the Super Bowl by himself.
No,
I love Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
I hope that's.
No,
I love Bruno
he
Mars.
doesn't have enough of an audience to by himself do it. Beyonce can do it by herself.
Yeah.
Rihanna can do it by herself.
Yeah.
I think 50 Cent at his peak could have done it by himself. Or Eminem at his peak could have done it by himself. At their peak, not now. I'm just saying it because last year it was Dr. Dre was the main event.
The problem is at Eminem's peak and at 50 Cent's peak, it was one song.
Nah, 50 Cent first album was crazy.
For the white folks in the club.
Okay.
Go, shawty.
I mean, what diamond? Somebody bought that shit.
What I'm saying is, that was the song.
But yeah.
At 50 Cent's peak, that was his song. He didn't have any other songs.
You remember PIMP? With Snoop Dogg on it?
Two songs.
That's on that first
does
album.
Not a Super Bowl halftime performance.
Everybody has guests as well.
Eminem was my name, Real Slim Shady. Please stand up. That was his peak.
You mean like more broad audience?
Yes.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
AKA
white people.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. Justin Timberlake. We already referenced that one. Fucked up. No, I'm trying to think of who all could do the Super Bowl. Do you think? Beyonce can do it.
I wish they would let Janet do it by herself.
No titty, but jealous of a titty.
I love Janet. I think she's.
I remember the nickname. I mean the episode name.
Oh God. I think she would just do so well.
If Michael Jackson was alive, he could do it by himself. Has he done it?
Oh, 100% he could.
I know Prince has because it started raining and everything.
I don't know if they did halftime Super Bowl performances when he was still doing. He probably would have because he was about to go on that new tour.
Oh, yeah.
I think part of that new tour would have been the Super Bowl,
you think so?
But then he died.
That's true. Yeah, because they got a documentary that's showing like rehearsing and all that. That shit's going to be bad.
Yeah. It was going to be a good one.
Yeah. Prince obviously has done it. Who else has that? I think Jay-Z could do it, but he would still have to bring an R&B or some type of female vocalist.
I think if he had like a couple of females come in on a couple of songs.
But it still got to be commercial enough for the white people to enjoy it as well.
Well, but it's not even just the white people. Like, I know a lot of black people that are like, I don't
listen to Jay-Z. Yeah,
I don't want to see that. Well, not Jay-Z specifically, but they're like, whatever.
Nelly did it one year, but I think he had a bunch of, not a bunch.
The Saint Lunatics.
Yeah, but didn't he have a couple? I can't remember who guessed it. He had it like when he was flaming hot. I am number one. To nobody. Wait, what is it? That song you had? Number one?
Hot shit.
Well, that too.
Ooh, it's going to. Oh, no, that's not it.
No, that's another song. But anyway. But yeah, he did it. Who else you think?
I think Nelly could probably do it more now than then.
You think so?
Here's my reasoning. Because he has those hits from the beginning. He
has those Tim McGraw hits,
but he also has the Tim McGraw.
Yeah, and that's crossover.
Florida Georgia line, where he's like helped their careers.
That's true. Who else you think? Who else could do the Super Bowl right now?
I think Nicki could do it.
You think so?
I think so. I think hers would be so entertaining. I think people would love it. I think people would sort of be like, and then when
Once
she did
gets
it,
going, it'd be good.
they'd be like, oh, okay.
I hate to say it. Katy Perry's done the Super Bowl, hasn't she? I think.
I don't think so, but she could.
She could do it.
She could do
What's
it.
the other white girl?
Listen, I went to her concert. That was a lot of fun.
I remember too.
It was just lighthearted and fun. And I think that would be a good Super Bowl halftime.
What's the other white girl that we talked about before? What's your girl who puts out an album?
Adele.
Yes, Adele. She could do the Super Bowl.
I don't know if she could do the Super Bowl though.
With accessories.
Well, the reason that I say that is because her songs are just so
they're not upbeat.
Melancholy.
In
a good way when you're listening to music.
But you need energy at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's just not.
What's the other white girl? The one that used to date Jacob from Twilight. We talked about her on like an episode or two ago. The one that all her albums. What's the other really famous white girl that sings? Taylor Swift. There you go. She could do the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think Taylor Swift could do the Super Bowl.
As I struggle to remember her name. That white girl, she could do it. She'd kill it. Anybody else you think?
I think Taylor Swift could do it. I'm trying to think of like some other.
Avril Lavigne's group could do it. Haven't they done the Super Bowl? Not Avril Lavigne, Lord. What's the dude name from the show where you got to turn around if you like their music? He just got caught up in a cheating scandal. What's the fuck's his name?
Adam Levine.
Thank you. I said Avril. That is a person though, isn't it?
It's not even spelled the same.
Whatever. You know, I ain't that smart. But
they're also from 2 different countries.
What's his group called?
Avi's from Canada.
Oh yeah, my daughter likes him. What's
Maroon 5?
There you go. I think Maroon 5 has done the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they had a lot of guests and that helped a lot.
It wasn't that good? I can't remember it. If I don't remember it, it must
have
been
there. Their songs are just a little.
What do you mean?
Stupid. They a little stupid. Their song, you a super hoe. You a super hoe. You a
that's
super hoe.
Song? I thought that's Nicki's song. Oh, I was like, oh, that's
I'm talking about their songs.
Oh,
they a stupid hoe. They a stupid hoe.
Who else could do this? Well, I don't think that it's a limited list of people who could do the Super Bowl though. All jokes aside.
Like he has a song about the payphone.
About a payphone. The fuck?
Yeah. I'm at a payphone trying to get on.
This is a newer song? They don't even fucking
3
exist.
years ago.
They haven't existed in probably
3 or 4 years
5
ago.
to 10 years. I ain't seen a payphone in forever. And if
anyway, they're just dumb.
I guess that's why I don't listen.
But I mean, they're like, it's sort of like, you know, sometimes you just turn on the TV because you just want noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's their song.
Oh, it's filler for the dead air.
It's just like,
that's not a good thing.
It's like, I need to clean my house and I don't really want to pay attention because I got to focus on the cleaning.
But I need distraction.
But I want some distraction.
Yeah. You
Maroon
don't want
5.
dead silent. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
You think there's anybody else who could really do Super Bowl? I don't think so.
I think the Bieber could. Justin Bieber. I think he could.
He would need some help though.
I don't think so. I think he would. I think he would have features.
Yeah, because he's black. He's a black boy on the inside. But you know.
Well, but I think overall, when you have like Beyonce, when she did it by herself, like she brought Destiny's Child back, and they did like a little medley together.
Yeah, but that's still she was part of that though. Whereas Justin Bieber's never been in a group, so it would be.
Well, but I mean, let's say he brought Nicki, and they did like the Beauty and the Beat,
a
little Beauty and the Beat remix or something
That'd
together,
cool.
or or he brought what's the one that yells? DJ Khaled. If they brought him,
DJ Khaled could do one because all of his albums are features there because he don't rap.
Well, yeah, but
but that would be a lot of logistics.
I'd be hundreds of people.
Yeah, you're not doing all that. Lil Wayne could have done it at his peak.
I think he could still do it now.
I do too.
I do too.
Yeah, I think Wayne could do it now, even when he's not flaming hot, because he's got a gazillion songs you could choose from.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Lil Wayne could do it.
Drake. I think Drake could. People love Drake. I think Drake could do it. I think
he would need to bring Wayne and Nicki.
I would hope he would.
Yeah, not as a supporting, like he can't
I hope they would do only.
Only.
Nicki.
Oh, yeah.
I never fucked Wayne. I never fucked Drake. All my life, man, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
If they did that song, people would go ape shit.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, Drake could do it, but you got to bring Wayne and
at least one song with Nicki and
you got to do that.
Lil Wayne.
I don't think nobody else could do it though.
I don't know. I kind of like trying to figure out who might be able to do it. I'm sure there's somebody else and we just can't think of it. But like honestly, I'd love to see Backstreet Boys. I think that would be like 1 year.
Oh, the nostalgia.
Do just like
of
a
it.
nostalgia. Backstreet Boys does Super Bowl. And maybe as part of it, like have a feature from 98 Degrees, a feature from NSYNC, a feature from New Kids on the Block.
So it would almost be a medley of
O-Town.
throwback groups. That'd be cool.
I think that'd be fun.
What about B2K? No. They couldn't come. B2K can't come.
I just don't know it. They were, in my mind, they were sort of post boy band era.
Yeah, they were like at the very, very end.
Yeah, I don't even think they were at the very end. I think they were sort of their
start
own.
them back up.
Yeah, Blackstreet could come though.
Yeah, but that would be
Blackstreet,
112?
112.
211 is a beer, sir.
Oh, I had the numbers
211 still reserved.
I had the numbers backwards.
You think, Jagged Edge? Yeah.
112.
That would be a lot of shit going on.
That'd be a good one. They could do 1 year of like Jagged
all the black
Edge,
guys and then one all the white groups.
Well, because you said they're not really, quote, boy bands, even though they're boy bands.
I mean, they are.
Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
I'd love for Jagged Edge to do their remix, Meet Me at the Altar, with the dun, dun, dun in the background. Meet me at the dun, 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 altar.
Horrible.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. But I mean, I think that would be something that they could probably do, and people would love. I mean, people would love that.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Ja Rule and Ashanti.
You think they could do the Super Bowl now?
But like sort
Or
of that idea, like Ja Rule, Ashanti, Christina Milian, like have those.
No, Christina ain't got no songs.
Yeah, AM to PM.
She got like
from
2.
AM to PM.
She also got that Dip It Low.
Dip It Low.
That terrible song. She looked good in the video though. She had like the Asian shit on.
I used to know the dance. I love that song.
You was in the mirror dancing.
I may have been. I may have pop locked and dropped it. I really didn't. But I loved that song. That's a good one.
I don't think there's much else.
I don't know who else would be a good one.
I think that's it. I hate to say it like that. Mariah Carey could do it. Hasn't she done the Super Bowl?
I don't know if vocally she could. I mean, that's a long time. Do you know what I'm saying though? Don't make that sound shady. That was not shady at all. Like, I don't know if she can sing that long vocally. I'm just saying, like,
she needs some salt water. Get us some salt water. We're at halftime. She did the first 2 songs. Salt water, please, salt water. She would have it like on stash, like how I drink the beers on every episode. She'd be salt water.
I just mean, I don't know if vocally she can sing for that long of a time. It's like 15 minutes.
That's 3 full songs from her generation.
4.
Yeah, 4 full songs from her generation. Not now. Now they're like 2 minutes long. But
actually, almost 5.
No, back then songs were damn
3
near 4
minutes.
minutes.
Well, I mean, you think average 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. No, and when it's the Super Bowl, it's like hits. Yeah,
right. And they're not going to do the full song.
No.
I would love to hear her sing My All, though. That's
kill
probably my favorite song from her is My All. Oh, I love that song.
If ODB was still around, she could, it's Brooklyn in the house. That shit'd be hard.
What's his face died?
Ooh. Oh, Coolio. Yeah.
Coolio.
Condolences. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
With his twig.
He was holding on to that hairstyle.
He was holding
to
that
the
twig.
end. I was like,
He
bruh.
said, bitch, I got one twig left.
Literally. And that bitch
and it's
is
going to
gone.
stay because nobody can recognize him without it. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
That's why he kept it.
I know.
Aww.
But his shit was good, though.
His one song.
Yeah. And then it went perfectly with that movie.
Gangsta's Paradise.
Yeah. Did you watch the movie? With Michelle
Say the Last
Pfeiffer
Dance?
and not Criminal Minds, Dangerous Minds. Dangerous Minds?
I don't remember.
It was a good movie.
I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah. You know what movie I'm talking about at least?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Yeah, that was a good movie. It went really well with the song.
Yeah.
He couldn't do the Super
Not now.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that, man. I meant in his peak. He only had one song.
He has one song.
Yeah, that was around the time Weird Al Yankovic was around. He would parody everybody's song.
He still does.
Does he?
Oh, yeah. They're funny.
He doesn't have no big ones now. Maybe back then he did Amish Paradise to cover Coolio's song.
I still love White and Nerdy.
Instead
of Ride and Dirty.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was good. I don't think there's somebody else who could do Super Bowl. Is there? Now.
I don't know.
Or not now.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But I think they could do a little.
I think J-Lo could do it.
Did she?
I think she was a guest. I don't think she carried it.
Yeah. Madonna could probably do a Super Bowl.
You know, it's fucked up. I know she's a legend, but I don't really know her songs unless it comes on.
I know a lot of her older songs.
Yeah, those are the songs I can. If somebody plays, I go, "Oh, that's Madonna." But I couldn't.
Like a
recall it from
Virgin.
memory. Yeah,
You know, Holiday. I love that song.
hot mess. You think Christina Aguilera could? She can really sing. It'd have to be in her prime.
Vocally, she'd be fine.
Yeah, she's a fucking mom.
She has an amazing voice.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
What if they did a blend like Lady Marmalade? All of the women. You think now?
Britney could do it. Yeah.
She's
coming. She's gotten her dancing back, so I think people would love that. People would eat that shit.
Yeah,
up.
she's got the songs to do it. I don't know.
I don't know about Christina. I would love to see Christina do the Super Bowl. I just don't know if.
What if they took her, Pink, look kind of like the Lady Marmalade song, but they all get to do their individual song and maybe finish with that song. That'd be kind of dope.
Kim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like grab all of them and like
Maya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On this episode of Nosey,
that's her part at the end, and I was like, oh,
that's all she got.
She so I did a job with her.
Oh, I remember you telling me.
And she did an amazing job. She sounded wonderful. Like she sounded better at that time than I had ever heard her sound. I'd love to hear her again.
I think Missy Elliott and Timbaland could do the Super Bowl.
I also worked with
Missy.
I also worked with Trina,
the baddest bitch. Hey.
The baddest bitch, who I love.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Well,
she wasn't the baddest bitch that day.
No, she did great.
Oh, okay.
No, she did great. I was so thrown off by the cloud of weed that just surrounds her and follows her everywhere. And I went,
yeah, she might smoke a little bit.
I was like,
I'm glad to be
how
here.
much would you have to smoke for that to be
it just follows
your aura? I was like, wow. Like I'd be on the floor.
I think Snoop Dogg.
And she did a full thing and did it well.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. The whole time I was like, God, this smells awful. Because weed.
I like
weed
the smell of weed.
It doesn't have a. It's not like
I
vanilla.
like the smell of weed though.
Do you know what I'm saying though? It's like
it's a very distinctive smell.
Skunk.
Yeah. Green, good green. Yes, good gas.
Skunk with a hint of grass.
We should call it weed smells bad.
Skunk with a hint of grass.
That's too long.
Weed smells bad. It's probably the same amount of letters.
Oh, I thought you meant on the end of what. Oh, okay. Whatever.
Anyway, but no, I mean, I think they would do good. I don't know if I can think of anybody. Oh, this is what I was going to say. I would love for 1 year. I don't know who's still alive. Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan. Like
those three are still alive.
Let's do a Divas Live. Divas Revisited.
Fire, yeah.
I think that would be so. Yeah. I think people would love that.
Yeah, that shit would be good as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Super Bowl, for all these ideas.
Yes. You think Missy and Timbaland could do the Super Bowl?
Oh, I would love for Missy to do it.
I think she could do it. She has the songs and the features.
She does.
Because you could have Luda come in and do like the Minute Man, 1 Minute
She'd
Man.
have to do Tweet.
Yeah.
Oops, there goes my shirt. Oh, they'd have to do that one. Yeah.
You could have Timbaland. They could do some of their old songs that they did with Aaliyah. And then they could pay respect to Aaliyah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Gone too soon.
Yeah. You think Snoop could carry it by himself? He was on it last year, but he was a feature.
I don't know what it is about. So listen.
Snoop is just Snoop. He just so
when
cool.
When I was a teenager. Actually, I think I was a tweener. I hadn't even got to full teen, because 11, 12.
Yeah.
Tween. This man, he was the youth minister at the church that I went to. And he called him Scoop Doggy Poop.
What? What the
that
fuck
has stuck with me forever. Because, Snoop Doggy Dog was his name. He called him Scoop Doggy Poop.
Was he trying to be funny or he really didn't know his name?
I don't think he knew his name.
Huh?
I think he just knew what it sounded like.
And he just was
he was just like, here.
Scoop Doggy Poop.
Yeah, turns out I didn't like him all that much.
Clearly.
Well, anyway, I just thought that was so funny, Scoop Doggy Poop. Because it sort of like flowed the same.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway.
That's horrible.
He wasn't funny. That just one moment in time was funny. Anyway, I don't know what it is about Snoop Doggy Dog.
Yes.
I just love him. I think he is so funny. I think he's very talented.
Hell, yeah.
He is unbothered
by anything.
By the world.
He just be chilling. Uncle Snoop is
Listen,
cool.
Here's my thing. If you can be, I mean, he's collaborated with
everybody. Literally everybody.
Light rapper, hard rapper,
country singer.
And then here's singer. Martha.
And they're actually friends in real life. It's not for TV.
And they have a great rapport.
They're friends in real life.
I'm like, listen, you know you're the shit when you can literally hang out with anybody.
Yeah. And it be genuine. That's fire.
Yeah. That's crazy. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
Yeah. I love that he'll just be on any song. He doesn't care.
No, he's like, you trash? The check clear? I'll be there.
He's like, this song sounds awful. Yeah, I could probably add to it. And he does.
And it always makes it better.
Listen, Buttons.
Huh?
He's on Buttons.
Lucid. Yeah, he is on that song. Yeah. And it sounds fine.
Melody. What is it called? No, hold on. That was the Charlie's Angels.
What you're talking about. I don't know the
Nicole, word. Melody. Da-da-da. You feeling me? I like that. That part right there.
Thank you for listening to our Nosey Nights. We'll get the fuck out of here. Close this shit out.
Email us. We'd love to hear from you. noseywithgoodintentions@gmail.com. We also have the Instagram, Nosey with Good Intentions. We have a TikTok. Hadn't really done any, but who knows? Maybe we'll do a Superbowl.
Yes, Gabby needs to guide us through all the TikTok.
Yeah. She seems to be in the know.
Yeah, I'm not.
The TikTok. Yeah.
How the fuck did we go from reparations to Super Bowl guests?
We named black people that could be performers.
You're welcome. Reparations. No,
You're welcome.
You know you
Super
don't
Bowl.
get paid to perform at the Super Bowl?
What?
They don't pay you to perform at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I mean, you literally have the world see you.
Pretty much. So you're gonna make some money. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sure
that's what you call it.
Product placement.
Super Bowl or reparations.
Oh shit. There you go.
Got him.
We also have a TikTok. We need to do one. Gabby seems to be in the know with the talking.
Yeah, we need her to do that.
Nosey with Good Intentions, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Then we have Twitter. Nosey Good. She's hanging out. We also have Snapchat. If you have Michael's number, it'll come up as whatever you have Michael saved as. If not, it'll come up as Nosey Podcast. Yeah. If you're out there and you're listening, thanks for listening. Whatever platform you're listening to us on, interface. Sometimes I use the word interface because I forget the word app.
Close enough.
Or platform. Please make sure you rate us as many stars as they'll let you.
Please and thank you.
And subscribe. And listen every week.
I'm hungry. Hell. Are you hungry? You ate
really.
Breakfast. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I just was wondering. I'm a little famished. Continue.
Okay.
I don't care.
We also have, if you're watching here on YouTube, hi, Camper One. Thanks for watching. Nosey with Good Intentions. Mm-hmm. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload, which is every week. Tuesday at 11:30 at night. PM. For those of you that are not sure what at night or might be confused with AM, PM.
Yeah.
Also, Christina Milian has a song, AM to PM, just in case you need a little more clarification.
What does AM and PM stand for? I'm sorry, it popped in my head when you
She's ready anytime.
No, what does the actual time? I know what it means.
Oh, I think it's Latin.
Oh, okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
We'll look it up. Yeah. I think it's Latin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. At morning and post morning. Post morning.
Maybe.
At morning and post morning.
No, I don't think so. Let's roll with it.
Anyway, YouTube. Do we have anything?
Twitter.
Nosey Good. Yeah. I love how we always support Twitter, but yet we're never on there.
We post every Tuesday. All right, thank you for listening to our Nosey Nonsense.
See you next time.